Some people have said that the move to have more true trained schools in secondary school has actually placed even more pressure on PSLE, because O-levels is now no longer a determinant. And if you get into a true trained school after PSLE, you're more or less set for 5 years.
I think that we have to keep our system open. We have more true trained schools, but the new ones all have a side second input at later stage. So midway after Sec 2 or Sec 3 or Sec 4, if you have done well and you want to join the school, you can still join the school. So there's still a sorting at the next stage in the education system. I think if the through trained school is suitable for the kid, if the kid is suitable and adapted to the kind of education which you're getting. In other words, we're expecting him to be able to have no difficulty with O-levels. He's academically inclined. He's going to go on and, he's going to go to university. So let's skip one examination and go through to the A-levels or the IB or whatever it is. But not all kids are like that. And there are many kids who can eventually make it to university, but it depends how things work out in life. And you don't want to put that pressure to say, I want to put you here and you must fit this course. Because if he doesn't fit the course, I think the pressure is going to lead him to fail, get discouraged, and lose confidence in himself, and he's going to have a lot of trouble. Whereas if you look at the people who go the different route, they've gone to O-levels, sometimes even N-levels, O-levels, gone on to the poly, gone to work, and then some years later come back and decided to study at UNISIM, for example. They didn't take quite such a direct route, but I think that if you have done that, you've had a much deeper experience of what you really need to learn in life. And by the time you reach university, I think you're ready for it. And you know what you want to study, and you will benefit from that. It's not easy to tell parents, but every parent knows that not all their kids are the same. It's not just my kid is different from your kid, but if I have 3 kids, they are not all the same. And you have to bring up each kid according to the way he or she is, his aptitudes, his interests, his abilities.
What do you make of one of your MP's suggestions to improve PSLE, and that is to give parents the option of deciding whether their child should sit for the PSLE exam?
Well, you can think about that, but then finally, if the child doesn't sit for the PSLE exam, how does he get admitted into a secondary school? What is the basis on which you get admitted into a secondary school? Some countries have schools where admission is not based on selection. In fact, they are forbidden to select, to choose students. You have to go it first come, first served, or you ballot, or you go on the basis of who's living where, which has some logic, but taken to the extreme, I think is not completely fair, because then people who can afford to buy the house will move to the house which is near to the school and say, well, I deserve to go to the school next door. So there are these practical considerations to worry about. But if we can free up at the primary to secondary school interface, so that people don't put all that pressure on one single tip, I think that will be a plus.